In today's video, I'm continuing with intuition, but I'm going into an aspect of, do you really listen to it? Is there this listening inside of you to what brings you fulfillment, to what brings you satisfaction? Or are you listening to or doing the things that you think based on society, based on culture, based on family? Like these stories we've been told of, oh, this will make you happy, this will make you fulfilled and satisfied. Which one is it that you listen to? So continuing the theme this week on intuition, I wanted to go into if you listen to or don't listen to the intuition. And what I was thinking in this case is, like yesterday I was talking about making decisions. Do I choose to move or not? Do I make these decisions? And I listen to that gut instinct, that intuition feeling of like, yes, this is really what I want to do. But then what are times or places where you've been kind of conditioned to not listen? And that's what I want to talk about is imagine or think about those times where you're not listening. And I can say, like, in our society, in our cultures, in our family units, we have these beliefs and or are brought up to believe and think and be a certain way so that we can belong in the family, we can belong with others, to fit in, but also to make ourselves feel happy, to really be happy. And what I mean by this is, for so many years, I thought I would be happy if I chased after these big dreams, and if I got status, if I worked on big feature films and did these things. I thought that's where the happiness lied, was in the getting and attaining those things. But I found that it actually never really fulfilled me or fed me or gave me the things that really did fill me up. Where now, what I'm finding is I'm kind of searching around going, well, what does actually bring me happiness? For me, like, what is it? Rather than meeting these external needs, rather than seeing what is it that others say and believe, and the stories we've been told of this will make you happy. If you have a big home, if you have cars, if you have, XYZ, whatever it is. If you have those things, they'll make you happy. This is like what will be your status, your thing. Like there's these beliefs and conditions that we've put on, saying this is what will make us happy. But really, I have found, especially for myself, that while it makes me comfortable, it makes me feel safe and secure, am I truly satisfied and happy in it? And I haven't really been. Like, there's always been this underlying of, I'm not fully satisfied with my life, even though I have all those things that society has said, or a good chunk of those things that society has said, this is what is the end all be all. This is what you should be chasing after and doing. Well, I go back to then this idea of intuition, and it's listening to that inner voice, and that inner voice which is saying, this is what will bring you happiness. This is what is right for you. So it's listening to those pings in you of like, yes, this is what brings me joy. And I can say the more and more that I've been doing this, the more I've been seeking out what actually really brings me joy, is I'll get this warmth in my heart space, or I'll get this feeling of like, this feels right. A sense of calm about me, or a sense of happiness, that it wasn't coming from chasing after these big things. Instead, what happened with chasing after those big things is I got more and more burned out. I got more and more exhausted. I was drinking. I was doing all these other things to kind of numb it. Well, then numbing it, of course, also numbs me connecting with myself and listening to myself. So I bring it back to this not listening to that intuition, not listening to that inner voice. Are you listening to it? Or are you also under this Like I was saying, this society or culture or family where you need to meet certain needs or believe that those certain needs will bring you something. And for a long time, I didn't even really know that what I was looking for was happiness. Just having a fulfillment and a satisfaction in myself. For so long, I was like, I'm just searching for something good enough, better. Like I had this hole or feeling inside of me that I just wasn't quite getting what it was that I really wanted. And yeah, it's because I wasn't looking internal. I wasn't looking within to really see what it was that I really did want or what it was that I really needed to fill me up. So again, going back, are you listening to yourself, your intuition? Or are you looking at, what is it outside of you that you think will meet those needs within you? And are they? Have they been? For me, it definitely wasn't. And I can say across the board, nothing was really like, yeah, sure, I had comfort, I had safety, and it was easy to stay in that. But to find real fulfillment, real satisfaction, real happiness, I had to kind of break free of the security of just the being comfortable. Yeah, it's easy to be comfortable, but that really didn't bring me what I wanted in my life. So if you're like me and feeling that kind of I'm not sure in my life, just start to look within and start to see if you have these little moments of this is fulfilling for me, this is really satisfying for me, this is what fills me up, and follow those little threads. Like for me too, it was like just getting out in nature. I had no idea how much joy I would get just being outside around with the trees and little wildlife that you would see from time to time, squirrels, whatever it was. And those little things started to fill me up. And it's like, oh, I never looked at this before because I was always chasing after some bigger ideal. So thank you for joining me today. I am AmyC with You Finding You. And if you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.